you've been in this position so many times. What have you learnt is the secret to finals for you?
Well, the first secret's to qualify, so we did that. So yeah, we're really pleased with our whole season. Actually, it was challenging. We didn't shoot the lights out, but yeah, really proud of the way the group just maintained their intensity across the 11 weeks, and obviously put ourselves in a good position to now enjoy the next month.
Is that the exciting part of it? Perhaps that you maybe haven't hit your absolute top, or haven't done it consistently, and there's more to come.
Yeah, we feel like we're still getting a bit better each week, and not that last week was our best performance of the season, but certainly the second half we were able to rally and find a way to win a game, which was important because probably would have cost us top 4, and clearly top 4 is a better position than 5 through 8. So yeah, really happy with where we've managed to put ourselves, but basically you put a line under all that and get going and start again now. So but yeah, this is why you're involved, and why players put in all the work that they do, so they get these opportunities to be able to compete in the big games at the point end of the season.
Is there an element of wanting revenge over North after last year?
Nah, not really. No, it's often you get that if you haven't had success the previous year, but the reality is that there's just so much time that passes between one season to the next. So you have a level of disappointment whenever you don't quite get there. You kind of deal with that over maybe a 1 or 2 week period, and then really the next season is the next season. They're always very different as well. So the group transitions and your opponents change. So no, we kind of just deal with it as the opportunity of this season, and we think we've got a pretty good squad, and we're in reasonable shape, so we're looking forward to it.
Other than kicking straighter, what did you learn about your meeting with them a couple of weeks ago?
That was a really good game, high quality. Both teams had their moments, and yeah, their efficiency probably was the difference on the night. There was a couple other areas they got us, which we need to address. But equally, we had some areas of the game where we were on top. So it should be. The game this week will be a little bit different. I think the venue's a little bit different, so it'll change the dynamic of it a little bit. But the overarching contest, I reckon, will be outstanding. So their season has been superlative. They've number 1 offence, number 1 defence, percentage of 300, and haven't been beaten. So you can't put together a better resume than that. But equally, it's a great opportunity to go over and see how we go.
Going into it, do you think they can be beaten? What's the mindset in the club at the moment?
Well, we probably wouldn't jump on the plane if we didn't think they'd be beaten, mate. So yeah, we think they can be beaten. But equally, no, we're very respectful of what they've done, and they deserve the plaudits that they've received for the minor round they put together. It was exceptional. So we're very respectful of that. But equally, yeah, we'll back ourselves.
Where do you get them to?
Well, most games, the midfield becomes pretty important, but I think in this instance, it'll just be hopefully one of those classic games where all 3 lines will be great contests, and so it could be any one of those 3 lines that can break it for either team, and so we'll endeavour to balance our squad really well and have quality players in all 3 areas of the ground, which we believe we do, and we know that they do. So. I don't know where it'll be won or lost, but I know that it'll be a cracking contest.
Do you do extra scenario work this week? I feel like it's always really close. It was within a kick both games.
Yeah, no, we've been pretty consistent with that from the start of pre-season. So if we were leaving it till this week, I'd probably say we might not have been doing our job. So no more attention paid to that other than the normal. Basically, we'll just go about our normal preparation, and part of that is to make sure that we're across, those various scenarios that could play out.
How's Daniel Ponta's ankle?
Yeah, so we'll have our main training session in about 5 minutes if I get out of here. But yes, she's got to get through that, or not. She probably don't have to get through the whole session, but she needs to be continuing to progress. So she's a test basically.
Are you confident?
Yeah, reasonably, but we'll wait and see. We've got to, as I say, until she gets out there and does, some of the work today, we won't be 100% sure.
How important a cog is she in the whole machine?
No, she's significant. Yeah, she's got an amazing history of showing up on big occasions and having an impact, whether it be up the field or obviously in front of goal. So You would prefer her to be out there, no doubt. But we'll wait and see. And if she is, that'll be great. And if she's not, then we'll have to find another way.
Does the double chance, does that make you more cautious when it comes to putting a player like that out there?
No, I don't. I think we'd just assess it as if it was any other game, to be honest. And you don't want to put someone out there that's compromised because they won't help you win. But if they're ready and able to perform at the level, then let them ride. I don't think it impacts the decision at all.
Do you think you'll make any more changes?
Look, I don't think there'll be a huge change, but there may be the odd one. And all those players that are outside of the team at the moment are actually been in really good form in the scrimmage games. And so it's tough, it's really tough we've got 9 players that miss out each week. There's a couple that are out with injury, but that obviously leaves 7 who are, worthy of selection. So, we value selection. We make sure that we're really thorough in the way that we assess and make sure that the team we're putting out there is what we believe to be the absolute best. And so if that requires change, then we make it.
You obviously know a lot about coming in to the final series as minor premiers and as heavy favourites. How's that change when you come in as the underdogs, I guess, this year compared to last year mentally?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I just think it's a game. The minor premiership is a great acknowledgement of North Melbourne's minor round season, and we've been in that position. But then you get to this point of the year, and the idea of heavy favouritism, I think, in finals is probably a bit of a misnomer. I'd suggest that all the games of this final series will be really tight, tense battles, and which team executes and shows up at the level on the day will be the one that gets the result. So, as it has been in previous years.
Are you a better team this year than you were last?
Yeah, I feel like we've improved year on year in the whole time that I've been involved. Just because of the development of individuals, both the ones that are coming in and the ones that have been in the program a long time, they just keep working really hard, and so therefore, the graph's still going up for the competition as a whole, and we're part of that, and you have to, otherwise you won't get an opportunity to compete at this time of year.
Yeah, it's a little while down the line, but how do you like the prospect of the final showdown?
A final showdown? Port Adelaide, yeah. Yeah, let's do it. I do like the prospect. I guess there's a lot of those young SA talented kids that we've been watching come through the pathway. And so we're well aware of their capacity and their capability. So it's great that they're getting an opportunity at AFLW level, and clearly Port have had a great season. So if we can get them in a final, all the better. I think it'd be great for the state, great for women's footy. So I don't know what the scenarios are, but if that comes about, then bring it on.